Good morning, everyone. How are you today? I hope all of you are doing well. Today's video is going to be introducing Guardian technology. That is the some of the better Guardian, or better, what's the term here? Well, Guardian, but technology that we as the human species have found here in Elite Dangerous, or rather developed, and it's more that we've hybridized off of pre-existing ancient tech that we discovered in humanity's progress out into the stars. So, just as a bit of background, there are three major known species in the Elite Dangerous Galaxy. One, the Thargoids. Well, actually, no, excuse me, that's number two. Number one is humans. Us, obviously. Number two is the Thargoids, which, if you've been paying attention to anything in the Elite Dangerous metaverse recently, there's a big, huge Thargoid war, and humanity is fighting for its survival, and presently winning. Who knows how FDev is going to change that, or if they're going to change that at all. Number three is the Guardians, who are an ancient humanoid species. You can find a bunch more information about them in the Codex. But the Guardians are extinct. The only thing they have left over at the moment is their technology, is remnants of their technology. And since it's only remnants of their technology that is left, we get to reverse engineer it and hybridize it with our own, as opposed to actually potentially getting full access to their methods of construction and their methods of technological development. Even the Thargoids, we don't have Thargoids, we don't have access to their stuff either, but we at least know how to defend ourselves against them. The point being, there are three basic types of Guardian sites, Guardian relic sites. Technically, actually, there are four. We will cover each of these four as we go on today. First thing we're looking at is standard Guardian modules. And yes, according to Inara, the fighters, which are an entirely different thing, require use of two different Guardian sites to locate. Or at least get the blueprints for, are here. The most critical one that you end up having, or end up finding, being able to unlock, I should say, is the Guardian FSD booster. The reason that ends up being the most critical is especially for explorers. Everyone that wants to go exploring out into the middle of bumfuck nowhere. You're probably going to want an FSD booster on your ship, as it directly adds a fixed number of light years to your ship's jump range. Hull reinforcement provides the same benefit as about a G3 or grade 3 engineered FSD. No, not FSD, hull reinforcement. However, the resistance bonus is to caustic damage as opposed to any of the other three. So, great in niche uses, not so much in others. Hybrid power distributor and power plant are great replacements if you don't have the engineering components for standard engineered power plants and distributors. Guardian module reinforcements are just as good, or actually are somewhat better than other hull reinforcements. Module reinforcements. Sure, I can talk. English is okay. However, Guardian module reinforcements also take power draw, or also inflict power draw. They must be powered for them to really do much of anything. Shield reinforcements are like hull reinforcements except for your shields. Obviously, since they affect shields, they require power. They do not provide any additional resistance bonuses to your shields, however. All they do is provide a rote increase to how much damage your shields can take before they fall. So great for helping with shield tanks. Not so much for well, great for working with prismatics, not so much for working with biweaves. Your ship-launched fighters are relatively simple. They're just fighters that are hybridized with Guardian technology. The last type of Guardian module that is out there is the Guardian weapons. You have Gauss cannons that are your railguns. You have plasma chargers that are literally plasma cannons, plasma accelerators that you can hold the trigger and it will charge the bolts up. And you have these shard cannons that are basically shotguns of, well, kind of sort of energized plasma. Now, the stat or numbers you're all seeing here under each one is the number of materials each one requires to unlock. What we're going to focus the most on today is getting modules we need, or the components we need, rather, for many of the modules here. We're looking specifically to get what we need for the FSD booster, the power distributor, and the power plant. That's what we're looking at today, or at least what I will be doing here on stream, or in the video today. As well as showing you where to go to get ship launch fighters, or at least the blueprint fragments for those who want to use them, as well as showing you a location to go and get the specifically weapon blueprint fragments to do all of the weapons. Now, I am going to be giving you the locations I use to go and get these. Those locations will be listed in the description below. So, that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So, we're going to need a minimum of 3 blueprint fragments. 1 for the FSD booster, 1 for the power distributor, and 1 for the power plant. Now, this is somewhat of a segue into engineering, as many of the principles of standard engineering apply here, but we're getting into that slowly but surely. I'm wanting to get certain get you in having certain modules before we do the actual full exploration tutorial, because there are certain things from Guardian tech, like the FSD booster, that you will need for building a solid long-range exploration ship. Biggest item there being the FSD booster. Okay, that being said, now let's go and get into it. Now, system we're in right now, here, is Synuefe NL-N C23-4 around planet B3. On the surface, there are 4 POIs. We're going to go ahead and filter this down to planets and moons, stars, and POIs. Okay? We have a Guardian structure, which is where we will pick up the module blueprints themselves, as well as most of our materials. Next down, we have 3 ancient ruin sites. These are where we will go to gather up obelisk data, which for all of our modules is a requirement of one form or another. There's pattern alpha, beta, gamma, delta, and epsilon obelisk data, of which for all of unlocking all of the base Guardian stuff, we will need something of. Now, am I going to go and farm all of it up today? No. We're going to farm up what we need for the modules that we need and call it good there. So, let's go and get started. We're going to start at the Guardian structure.
Go for launch. Departure confirmed.
And yes, I used my main character's account, or main character's fleet carrier, to get the alt out here, to show you how this goes.
And you're clear. Flight control signing off.
Generally, as opposed to getting a ride on a fleet carrier, you'll have to fly it. So I highly recommend having a fuel scoop on your starship. Stripping it out, except for a few modules, including having a point defense laser on the top of your ship and a planetary vehicle hangar. The planetary vehicle hangar, the SRV hangar, is darn near a requirement. The PDL is point defense turret is a preference that I have. The ship we're flying on right now, unfortunately, does not have a PDL. It does, however, have an SRV hangar. And there's our Guardian site. Now, as we see it loom up out of the dirt in front of us, There are a few different points here that you want to pay attention to. One, up here. Sorry, I've done this whole thing so many times, it's just second nature to come flying over here and land up by the main terminal, which is here. There will be a nice giant flying glowy sparkling orb. That'll be what we scan once we get through everything else. If you look at the center of the screen here, there's a little tiny tricky triangle, if I can keep the ship steady. That is one of the pylons that we will need to charge to gain access to the glowing sphere. There are 6 of them scattered around this facility. Now, let me go get a landing spot.
Landing gear deployed.
Alright, we're on the ground. We're going to go ahead and deploy in our Scarab SRV. Now, if you so desire, you can use a Scorpion. That's fine. Take your pick as to which one you use.
Low gravity one.
Whichever you use is fine. Not gonna get you over which one. Just as long as you're in an SRV. We're gonna come right up the side here.
Under attack. Drive assist on. Drive assist off. Under attack. Mothership under attack.
Not good, not good, not good. Okay, now that we got that settled.
Under attack. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Under attack. Target destroyed.
Okay. Now, if you notice, each of those sentinels that we just killed, or just shot down, dropped materials. Dropped little glowing blue things that we are going to go around and pick up
Scoop deployed.
using our cargo scoop. Whoops! That one went yeet. Some things, like those sentinel weapon components, the weapon parts, are needed for us to unlock the Guardian weapons, like shard cannons. Okay. Now we've got 2 pillars up. Excuse me, 2 pylons up. But this is where we need to be. Where the giant glowing sparkly orb will be. But to unlock the giant sparkling orb, first we need to actually charge all 6 pylons. So we have number 1 at this site anyways, here. So we're going to put power into it. You notice how we have a 7-minute timer running on our HUD now. We're going to come over here, grab our second tower. Second pylon, I should say. We're going to charge it. Then we need to come running down here. Leave the pylon in here. Oh, nope. There's another sentinel.
Under attack.
Kill it good.
Target destroyed.
Alright, we're gonna grab components. Don't want to send them yeeting. And we just sent that one yeeting. Oh well. So we have 3 charged now. Now we need to find number pylon 4, 5, and 6. Pylon 4 is over here somewhere. It's been a while since I hit this site, honestly. Or anything more than materials. Anyways.
Under attack. Target destroyed.
Ah, there's the pylon. Let's go ahead and charge it. And then we can go collect our scraps. So we've charged 4, we have 2 more to charge. That's 5. The last pylon is down here. Ooh, there's 4 out. Ooh. Well, now there's only 3, but we had 4 pop. Oh, that's fun.
Target destroyed.
Now we're down to 2. And that one only dropped wreckage components.
Shields offline. Under attack. Mothership under attack.
cover to keep from getting shot by the sentinels, do so. It will help. Ow.
Target destroyed. Shields online.
Okay, so I do hope I'm not the only one who noticed how badly we fared here without a PDL. Those missiles is why you want the PDL on your starship. And for those who aren't aware of what I'm saying there, PDL is the abbreviation I use for point defense laser. It's also point defense turret is the actual module name here in Elite Dangerous. Point defense turret is designed for shooting incoming missiles. Incoming missiles and torpedoes. And when you're down here at the sites, they are incredibly helpful. So, we have all 6 pylons lit, but as you notice up there, there is still no glowing sparkly orb. That is because we're still missing one component. Now, I'm sure you've noticed all of these towers that pop up all around the Guardian site. They don't pop up until you get close enough. They have an targetable ancient relic at the top. Shoot the ancient relic. Once it pops out, you have a Guardian relic. Go pick it up. You only need one. One relic equals one blueprint. So now that we have a relic, we are good to go and get our blueprint fragment. If we can steer. Now, you will end up wanting...
Ship dismissed.
Shit. To park right over the middle of this little platform on the ship, or ground, excuse me. Because you park right over the platform, or the dais, whatever you want to call it, and then come over to your inventory and jettison the relic. Jettison the relic. The 6 glowing panels now go down. And hey, you have a sparkling orb. That sparkling orb we need to scan with our data scanner. And once you scan it, the glowing orb will go away again. And then, as you saw, since we made the mistake of dismissing our ship, we need to get the hell out of Dodge to be able to recall it again.
Ship recalled.
You don't have a fleet carrier up in orbit, don't worry. At this point you won't, unless you've done some really fun stuff already by the time you're seeing this video. What we're going to do to repair our SRV is board our ship.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Now, we're aboard.
Attack.
Our SRV has been repaired, just by virtue of us boarding the ship. We're going to go ahead and deploy it.
Low gravity warning.
And then we will come shoot these two sentinels to pieces. Got that one down.
Cargo scoop deployed.
We'll grab everything from that one. And now we'll go take out this last one. And I'll show you the other thing you need to do with this instance before you relog to reset it. And yes, this is going to be a situation where you relog, as opposed to just going and running it again.
Target destroyed.
When I say relog, just go to main menu. Don't go all the way to desktop. Okay? So we have that done. We're gonna go now point out these leaning pillars here. These leaning towers each have destructible panels on them. 3 destructible panels pop. You're going to shoot these destructible panels, and you're going to get mats, or materials out of them. You want to collect all of those mats. Now, this will mean you will have to move around the pillars sometimes to get to them. And that sometimes something screwy like that will happen. If you have Odyssey, great opportunity to make use of your
Cargo scoop retracted.
Q-Q weapons from there, from Odyssey. Could also be silly and just go try to jump on it. Just because. But mostly going in, well, jumping on it seemed to work that time. This time, so. That's what we're gonna go with. Go jump on it. Jump on it enough times, you'll get it to come down, and then you'll be able to collect it. But there are several of these leaning pillars all over the map, all over the instance. You want to hit all of the pillars, and all 3 of the nodes. Collecting all of the mats from each node. Now, there is absolutely no reason at first to go and max out anything. When you're just trying to do an unlock, you don't need to max anything out. Just get the amount that you need for the unlock. Don't burn yourself out on it. For the FSD booster, we need 21 power cells, 21 technology components, and 21 or 24 focus crystals. Focus crystals are actually a normal manufactured component, so we can get those in the bubble. We need another 24 power cells, and then a bunch of pattern alpha obelisk data, 20 units of it. And we need a few power conduits. 18 power conduits. So we'll likely have everything we need in terms of materials, or guardian materials. the manufactured stuff anyways, from this one run here. Allowing us to just make the next 2 runs to get the other 2 module blueprint fragments much faster. But actually, hold on. No, we will have to make 2 runs. Because those Guardian technology, there's only 4 drops on this map. And we just got 2 of them. So 4 times 3 points, because each drop counts as 3. Now, if you don't want to get out the SRV, there is another way to do it. Just make sure you have enough boost power, because you're going to be taking the SRV flying. Here's our 3rd tech component drop here. Now we need to get around to the other side of this pillar so we can get that material to drop. Now this last of the tech components is a bit tricky. It's not actually on one of the pillars. It's here in a compartment on the side of this struck building. And it has a habit of doing that. Now we have 12, when we need 21. So we need 1 more run. If I can remember where the heck we were. It's yay, getting all turned around. Here. Oh, yeah. There are obelisks here that you can scan. It won't give you everything, but you can scan them. Ah! We got another sentinel.
Under attack. Target destroyed.
Which gives us an opportunity for more of that set of mats, materials. Okay, we have pretty much taken all of the materials from this site now. It would be time to relog. I already showed you where that first panel is. That first hidden secret, super secret panel. There's also one here. That sent something yeeting and I didn't catch what it was. And that's a power component. Power conduit, I think. Power cell. You would repeat this site 3 times, minimum, to get the generic base modules. Knowing that between sites, or between instances, you do not have to board your ship. You can just come park underneath it and log to main menu. I will see you all in a couple of moments. Alright, so now at this point you've gotten your the last of what you needed from that Guardian ruin, guardian structure. And now you're headed off to get data, or headed off to one of the ruins. We have selected from the list Ancient Ruin 1. Show you what this place looks like, and where the best spot to park in it to get, or just sit in basically one spot, scan a few towers or obelisks, relog, scan those same few towers. On repeat is till you have enough of your obelisk data. As we are going into the dark, turn on your night vision. Once again, an SRV is required. It does not matter which one, whether it be a scorpion or a scarab. Okay, we're here. Now, you'll see that we start having fields start spawning in. Resolving. We are going to try to park the ship right there for ease of access between a few different fields. Deanna, headlights. I don't remember that command offhand as to what the actual keybind is, so I'm going to turn those on. Okay.
Landing gear deployed.
Now we set the ship down. We're going to go ahead and step out once again in our Scarab, or in our SRV. And we're going to make the rounds.
Low gravity warning.
Now, how we will know if there's a pillar we can scan is when it starts glowing. Which is why you run your night vision, not your headlights. We got pattern epsilon. Off of that pillar. And yes, because of the angle at which we're passing through these fields, we will want to be in our turret. so we can see a bit better. That's pattern delta. Oh, hey, looky there. That's 2 pillars that we can scan right next to each other. Now, there are tools out there on the web developed by other pilots, other commanders, other players that will help you identify stuff. Like, what's the best place to go to farm this Guardian's item? Or here, what's this location look like? This is Site X. Site A, Site B, Site C. This site produces this blueprint. That. Again, all I'm doing here today is showing you the sites that I use. Please note, farming up your Guardian stuff is not going to be a fast process. It is going to take time. It is going to take patience. It is probably going to drive you up a wall. But the end rewards are still worth it. All said and done, the end rewards are still worth it. So yeah, you just go cycling around here until you got everything that you needed in terms of data. And then you'd head back to the bay, or back to civilization. We're gonna have to break this up into separate videos. So, next video we will cover more of the Guardian stuff. I will catch all of you next time. Fly safe out there, Commanders.